Hello folks, and hello folks! Welcome back to another episode of Bedrock Let's Play with me, Great Taz! So now that we're back here today, we're going to go, as I said in the last episode, we're going to start working on the iron farm. We got a majority of our materials already ready to go over here in the chest, and all we really have to do is go ahead and find ourselves a chunk over there. We're going to use chunk base. We're going to just use it by putting in our coordinates and then going from there. We don't need to put in a seed or anything to find it, and then we'll go from there. Also, we've already checked out and fixed up the project board, and we have taken off the village breeder, and we're going to be working on the iron farm next. So give me a couple minutes. I'll go get all that chunk base stuff, and we'll get it figured out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Welcome back. Let's see. Well, we looked and searched and did some chunk base cube looking, and we found a chunk. All right. This chunk is going to be for our iron farm. Now, it's over 100 blocks away from any villager tech from the house, and 100 blocks from any villager tech at the creeper or the zombie XP farm that's right over there. So the actual spot was right over here. I did have a tree planted here for a minute, a stack of wood. So it's like right over here. It's 410 and 150. So it's right here is 100 plus. That's 100 plus from here, and then 100 plus from there of all villager tech. So we figured that out, and then went to chunk base and figured out where our chunk was. Now I did clear this whole area out, and this gives us our 100% chunk. This is a 6 fang by 16 square, and this is where we're going to build the iron farm. Now I'm going to be doing some working on this. I'm going to have probably like a temple that's going to spread out a little bit further over the edges, and I'm going to have like a hill that just fills in on it. The actual platforms are going to be up here in the air, probably 16 higher than the killing chamber. I'm going to have a corner over here with a door in it, and maybe a door over there to get out the other side. But the ground is going to stay kind of like it is. Going to span out a little bit so we have a little bit more room to build a temple in here, and then we're going to build a big, large, towering type temple. Probably, like I said, make it out of. Trying to think of how I want to make it out of. I would like probably maybe. Don't think bricks for jungle. I don't want to make it a gray. So like I said, I think I'm going to go with maybe really a gradient of granite, if I can find it, red terracotta, and then use nether bricks, red nether bricks. They're going to be the brighter of the color because red nether bricks are pretty bright, as we can see in here. If we look in nether, they are pretty red, and these are pretty dark, so you don't really have a real good gradient between the two. I could probably use some nether wart to make it into a little gradient also. So that is that. We're going to figure out that, but first we're going to get the machine up and running, and then we will decorate the outside. First thing I have to do is, like I said, I want to be 16 above that point. At least that will make it where the golem should not spawn outside of the platforms. I'm probably going to have to take a couple more of these trees back, a couple more. Probably have to clear out probably over half the chunks, halfway through all the surrounding chunks, just to be on the safe side, because the villagers are on the edge. And if they have space to actually possibly spawn the golems, they will. I'm going to do a basic 16 by 16. I might need a little bit more space. I got to check it out and see exactly what I'm going to need. Going to try to do the villagers on probably the inside, not the outside. so that I don't have to worry about working around weirdness like that. We'll see what we can do as we start building it up overall. But this is going to be basically, this is a chunk, so it is a chunk aligned piece of equipment so it doesn't break itself. I'm going to take a few different people's designs that I've found online. Silent Whisper is one, and there's a couple others. I will put those down in the description where I'm getting my information. Oh, look, a villager patrol. I don't have villagers at my place, but I do have cows. Let's go kill it! Charge!
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here again. I've been working a little bit on the iron farm over there. I've been moving my villagers over, and I set up a nice little rail system over there to get them from the beach up into another holding system, kind of like the one we had over there. But as you can see right here, after doing all 10 villagers, I finally figured something out, and I did not realize it was capable. You can lead a boat. Yeah, you heard me. You can lead a boat. I have a lead. It's hooked to the boat, and I'm leading the boat. And you can lead the boat when you're in a boat. So you can lead multiple boats while pulling around your villagers if they're from one spot or another spot, or you need to go from across the water. So that's awesome. I just learned something, and hopefully you did too. All right, but we're gonna get these other two over there, and then we'll get right back with you. All right, see you in a minute. All right, and here we are over at the docking station for the iron farm that I built up. All right, and let's take a quick look here. As you can see here, right here, we got a way in. We got some planks that are lower planks. We bring the boat in here, and then we have a minecart here. This minecart will go all the way up here, and then up top, I have an activator rail to push the villager onto this, because it looks at this as the game looks at this as a whole block. So it'll push the villager onto this. This one here is it'll push the villager through. This is to keep the villager from walking back out and not putting anything in there that would actually kill the villager. Now, after a couple attempts and tries, a couple times my activator rail wouldn't activate fast enough and push the villager in here, and they kept dropping down here. So what I came along to do is I put in this secondary rail, which I lever right here so it's not always on. That will push the villager around this way and right back up into the path. Now let's go see this in action, shall we? First thing we have to do is get the villager out of the boat, which is not really that hard. They want to get onto land, so they'll try to get off these lower slabs right onto that bigger slab, full slab, and then we just hit the button and off the villager goes. Now if you watch closely, there he went. It's kind of weird how it works because the activator rail is actually pushing them. If you see it, view it, the activator rail is like activating right here and pushing them in through the wall there. And then we just open this. Hi guys, hope you're having fun. And then we just drop back down here, grab our minecart, and then we go down and on our way. Then we put, just like before, we put the minecart back down here. We open up the door. Come out here and get our next villager. Well, before I'd have to boat my way all the way over there. We got a piece of wood floating around somewhere. I don't really care right this second. I want to get this villager in there, out of the possible attacks from hostile mobs, and maybe this one will goof up and you'll get to see the second part. And no, it didn't. Of course it would work first time. Both times, this 2 times. I get out of here, pretty tat. And then we just jump up here just like so and go, see ya. Now, all 10 villagers should be in there. I'm just going to leave the minecart over here because we're going to need this all later. So I'm going to leave this all over here. I've had creepers blow up my stuff multiple times over here. As you can also notice, now there's these white pillars here. This is 5 more blocks outside of the area. I might have to go even further, might have to go another 5. Not quite sure. I haven't even started. I haven't tested this yet anywhere. We're just going to build it up. We're probably going to build this up. This is going to probably be the kill platform right here. Then our primary chest is going to go right here. I plan on, once I do the building up, I'm going to have a hopper line, or hi buddy, how are you? A hopper line or a water line pushing it off to one side, probably this side, and then build up a wall of chests, probably 3 or 4 high, and then have it just a water stream over top of them to actually put it so that we can actually turn around and have a extra storage, so it's not just all in one chest. But this is going to be basically where the iron golems fall. There's going to be a water right here that pushes them off over here, and there's going to be a hopper with a campfire on top of it. That's to kill off the cats. You will get string from this because in Bedrock, you're required to have so many villagers to be able to spawn an iron golem. So in turn, you end up with cats also. You basically have to have a village, where in Java, you only need a total of 3 villagers and anything that can scare them. So basically a zombie or a drown or for say a pillager, even probably an axe pillager. In Java, they don't come in patrols. It would be cooler if on hard mode that 2 of them spawned in with every patrol, a minimum of 2 of them spawned in with every patrol. That would be pretty cool. That would add a little bit more difficulty to Java's pillager raid groups and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead so that all these beds are opened and we can start getting the next 10 villagers. I am going to go chop them down, remove them, break them, and then put them back down, and then feed our villagers over there so that they can start reproducing and we can get more villagers. So give me a minute, I will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Just a quick update. As I was doing more research and looking more into the farm, I realized that I didn't build the area big enough. It is a like 21 by 21 square area here. With a 3 square area in the base. The towers on the corners are actually the outer portion. They're not going to be in. They're just extending there. So you see there's a 3 block square, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 out from each corner. Right there, and then the 10th one is a higher pillar just to mark off the outer side of it, so I know. Now on top of that, I increased the area that I cleared out to be 10 more corner blocks from these corners here, so they would actually be 11 corner blocks. I will be, when I go back into modifying this area and terraforming this area, I will go back into the simple fact of going around, and I will actually go ahead and test to see how far away or close I can put something to find out, and then I will build the building outside around this. So this here is going to be just the building up of our iron farm itself. As you can see here, I got 10 villagers hiding over here, as we mentioned earlier, and we got a whole bunch of stuff over there. We'll look at that. This may end up being a 2-part episode. I'm not quite sure yet. It's going to all depend on how long the recording ends up going. So I'm going to go ahead and get down from here safely. Maybe, hopefully. There we go. Got some vines here. We got a lot of stuff going on. And so this is the basic area. This is going to be basically where your kill floor is. One corner. This is also going to be where water is to push to one corner, where there's going to be a hopper, so where everything actually flows to that corner. Just like that. So what we would do is stop to keep from, we just put one water source in a corner here, and then, but I'm going to build up higher than this. So this is not going to be the bottom. This is going to be what the hopper is going to be right here. So, I mean, the water can still be here, but I need a fire That's what the campfire is for killing the cats. Yeah, I know, I'm killing cats, but if not, you can also get string out of this farm if you do it this way, because everything will spawn on the spawning platforms, and then you will have the, cats spawning also because you have a village. They're going to spawn there anyways, and if you don't kill them, they're going to end up lagging out the system because they do get far enough away from the beds and stuff, everything, that they will end up, piling up over here. So you'll have a bunch of those. So you'll need to take care of them some way, and the easiest way to actually take care of those would be actually just to kill them and get the string out of them. So what we're going to do is I need to remove this, this, this. This was just for lighting up the area. Okay, I didn't even know I drew that back, but all right. I must have drew it back because I've seen some mobs off in the distance. We're going to put those right there. Now, we are going to have to light up the underneath of this just because it's going to create a whole dark area, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do right here with the torches. All right, that should get us a good light area, lit area. So now that we can go ahead and we can start building on the thing itself. So we don't really need all of our tools, so we could put some of our tools away. Like, we should not need any of these. I'll keep the sword. We should not need the bow. This will just allow us to actually have more stuff in our inventory. That should be good. We should be able to go right there. Now we'll pick up some of the glass, some of the smooth stone. All right, and some of the slabs. Now we're going to build the platforms first. The beds are in here. We're going to have to build those up in a minute with all the extra stuff. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to build the platform. Now, we want to build this a little bit in the air, so that's what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure I have everything, and then we'll be right back. All right. So like I said, this is going to be, I think I'm just going to leave this as the bottom. And like you said, we talked about the cats. Now, we're going to need to move at least 2 brick blocks. I want to have my, and I put away my shovel, so of course, I've got to do this the hard way. So we're going to need at least a double chest. I need a chest real quick. I didn't put one of those in my inventory. So a double chest at least to start with. And then we need our hopper also. And then we can get the campfire also. So we can get the bottom portion here started. All right, so in one of the corners, you're going to want to put down your double chest. And then put into that, you're going to want to put your hopper. All right, just like so. And then on top of the hopper, you're going to put the campfire. Whoops. The campfire, so that it is actually, that's what's going to kill the cats and stuff like that. So as I said, the platform is going to be actually up here, so we're going to use our stone blocks as our platform, as we were before. All right, now we need to make sure that the cats get contained in here, so we're going to go ahead and build up the corners here like so, and then we need to go at least 2 higher from the platform here. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. All right, now you don't need to put in the corners in this, but you can take them out later if you want. But remember, glass in survival, it can only be broken and retrieved by having a piece of item with silk touch on it, like basically like this right here. This my silk touch pickaxe right here. Now I'm gonna need to be able to get up and down, but we don't need this. We're going to also put the glass there. We don't need this platform here. This is to make it look better. I'm just taking these out to make it look better in the long run. And there we go. Now we're going to have to build back up to get up to the top, so we can, now this is more than tall enough to do what we want, but we're going to go up a couple more just because, I want to. So let's take our glass and go, let's 2 more levels, and that will give us a decent height for our thing. All right, give me a moment. I gotta go deal with some annoyance over here, and then I'm probably gonna take a quick nap and make it daytime. All right, now since the zombies handled and we got it back to day, now we're going to start on the building platform. All right, the building platform is going to be built on this level right here. Now you can't use half slabs, you can't use upper slabs, or it has to be a spawnable block for golems. Golems will not spawn on anything that isn't a full slab. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and start building our platform. So first we'll get around the edge, that way we can build off of it, and hi Mr. Moo Cow, and go from there. Now the complete platform has to be a 19 by 19 overall square, and to get that 19 by 19, once you build your 3 by 3, you're going to go out 8. That includes this one right here. But don't fall down because, you know, you're not in creative and you're not flying. You can build this in creative, but yeah. So we need to go all the way back up here. Get back up here, and now we need to go out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we go back out 7 more from 8 more on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total should be 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 3 is 12. Is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, I went one too far. So here's 8. There's 8. That's 16. And then the 3 in the middle is 19. So we need to do that on all 4 sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and bring you right back. Now, once you get your 4 pillars all going, you're going to make blocks, and then you're going to square it completely in. Now, to go from that piece right there, if you go out 9 blocks, you'll end up right back here. It's actually 10 blocks if you conclude that block like there. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that will bring you right back to there. That one would be the 10th. So do that on all 4 corners, and then I'll be right back. Alright, here's what the first spawning platform should look like, minus the torches, of course. It's a, like I said, a 19 by 19 square with a 3 by 3 square in the center. Now let's put up the railings on the edge to keep the water in. So let's get to that, shall we? I have enough supplies, I just looked, and we'll move to, I think I have enough supplies, and we'll move on. Alright, now with the other 3 beds retrieved and placed in position. All right, here, as you can see, we got 7 this way, 3 this way, and 3 this way. Now, I could have got the one that was right down below, which I'm going to probably end up picking that one up anyway shortly. Now the next thing we could do is put water on our platform, and a infinite water source is a good spot. All I did is use some extra blocks, made a little 4x4, and that's what we got. So we need to pick up anything that's going to be washed away real quick by the water, just like so. All of our torches that we put up here to keep it bright, and then we come over here and get some water from our infinite water source, and then we start placing it. All right, but before we get to putting in the water, we want to get rid of this temporary setup here, these 2 blocks. The beds will stay. You can't put beds into air, you can't put beds attached to some other weird stuff, but once they're placed, they'll stay in the air. So there is that kind of funniness going on right there. So now we have our platform out. Now to get up on top of there, what we can do is once we get ready to build the second, we can just build up from the edge and use scaffolding to get over where we need to, and then we'll be able to break it later. Now, since we got everything cleared, we're going to go ahead and start with our water. And that starts in a with our infinite water source. To do this, like I said, you need an infinite water source, and we're going to start right here in this corner. You want to put a full block there and a full block there. You're going to put water on top of here, right here. Now, you're going to put water all the way around, but you do not want to put it like right in this square that I'm standing, right next to that block you put. If you do that, that'll make this whole platform a water source, and that's not what we want. So we go there, there, and whoops. You can go every other one because the one right next to it, it will turn it into a water source. Not there. And if you just reach back, you can actually just grab water. So we're going to go to right there. We're back in the corner. And then slab, slab, full block. We need water there, not there. Water there, not. There we go. And then water there. So go ahead and do that for all the sides. Now you notice I keep hitting the slabs. You got to make sure you don't hit your slabs. You want to actually be putting the water on the top of the solid block, because if you see what I'm doing is I'm knocking a lot of my I'm undoing a lot of the torching I did down below. And right there we have it. As you can see, with it done right, all the water, hello, pull me in. Everything, as you can see right there, all the water is flowing straight to our 3x3 without going over the edge. Right now, I need to go down here and make sure I put my torches back because, of course, some dumb bum. All right, now once you get all your water placed in, you can put in your villager storage pads. Now, the thing about this is we are a little don't want to get really close to that over there, so we want to make sure that that is not within our 100 range, and then also over there within 100 range. But since this is actually closer than our base, we're going to put it here, and then our second one, I believe we'll put it on the opposite side. Now, I'm not sure, we might be able to put it on this side, but I don't know if golems will spawn over there in that corner, so we want to spawn them, put them over here and here, straight across from each other. So for this, you just need to come out your center of your farm and place one block down like so, and then put a temporary block, which we're going to use this, and then build around this. Building around this with glass is just easy. As long as you have silk touch, you'll be fine. So you want to just build a 4-edge piece like this. All right, then you're going to need to take out, get back down here, and that, and you're doing this because you need a dispenser to put water in, like so, facing in, and then you need a button. This is to put water inside the chamber, because if villagers are bouncing up and down in water, they'll never unconnect from their workstation. So you just need the dispenser and the button, and that's what that's for. Now, a quick note about this is that you want to be able to, like I said, so your villagers never unlink from their workstation. That is what the dispenser, button, and a water bucket is for. When they're bouncing up and down in water, they will not unlink from their workstation. A kind of weird bedrock thingy-majiggy. We'll call it, oh, it's not really a bug, but it is what it is. They will unlock from the workstation if they're not bouncing up and down. So that's what we got that for. Now let's go ahead and move on into getting on to the next step. And another note about your workstations, as we keep your villagers from unlinking, you'll want to use workstations that are full square block. There's only 6 of them in the game. So you want to go ahead and make sure you use one of those 6. Now the Fletcher table's one of them, Smoker's another one, a Loom is another one. They're all full blocks. Those are the ones who work. We got 20 fletching tables, and that's what we're going to use. All right, now what we have to do is actually get our villagers up here. Quickly, we're going to put our water bucket in here. All right. And to do this easily, what I'm going to do is just, I guess, do that. Not what I wanted to do. All right. Stop. All right, come over here. And we're going to build up a little bit of a chute to push the villagers into this area. All right, this is temporary so that the villagers will actually end up in here. We're going to build a little box like so to get the villagers up in here. And once I get them up here, I'll be right back. Hello everyone, welcome back here. As you can see from the last cut, got a lot more done. Now I did get the second platform in. As you can see, I did get the first over there in my head. I did get first set of villagers in. I had such a difficult time with villagers. I've literally bred 40 villagers just to fill up 20 in this spot right here. Now I have to go and do the other portion right over there. As you can see, some villagers sticking their heads up over there. As you've seen, all we did was build a stair. As you can see there back there in the back, we built some kind of stair system using our rails here so that we could actually get our villagers up into a box. That's what we did there. I'll show you that. We just got them up here just like so. Hip hop and jump on up here. Used an activator rail with a thing, a torch on the outside, a trapdoor down so they could not come back out. And we just opened that trapdoor. We have a drop chute that drops down into a recirculator path right down there. Didn't have to use it this time. When I did it over there, a lot of times they wouldn't go in right. And as you can see here, we got a bunch of them have already decided they wanted to fall in themselves. So now to get this last guy in there, last two guys in there, we are just going to open the trapdoor. And we're going to put the water right down there and watch them just go wee and pick up the water. Just like that. And then we get them all our guys in there. Before we get them before we finish off the top right here, what we need to do is go ahead and close them off. I don't have an extra piece of glass on me, so we're just going to use this one, and I can come back up here and put back on. Now we're going to take our slab, which we already had one up here, but we're going to put a slab right on top of, well, once we remove the button, like so. We're going to put a slab on here, and then a slab that's going to connect right there. And then we can go ahead and remove this whole section here in a minute. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pay attention to what I'm doing. We're going to run down over here to our scaffolding, go down to the next layer, and run across over here. Now what we're going to do is we got this set up right here. We need a bucket with water in it. We're going to dispense the water in there. That'll keep them bouncing up and down, and with the block on top of their head, they won't bounce up too far, but this will keep them from unlinking to their workstations. So use that, do that. We'll grab the bucket out of there, and since we got it, and we got water sources here, as you can hear them humming because they're being pushed up and down. You can see them slightly ever moving. Now we're going to take this. We need it. Nope, that works anyways. And then we put that down there, and we wait for green particles. So we got extra slabs so the water doesn't go everywhere and destroy everything that we built. We're using just like so. And we put another one down, wait for the green particles, there we go, and then we pick up the slabs like so. We'll get to that one in a moment. I need another slab right back here so we don't have water going all over the back. And then we do it right here too, like so. Wait for our green particles and then move on to the next one. It's easier to start on the bottom. And there we go. All of our villagers, all 20 of our villagers can now work. We don't need that right there, that one right there, that right there. All right, let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here and here, this is producing pretty well, as you can see. The only thing you do have kind of issues is sometimes the cats get stuck behind an iron golem. They block up the whole drop point. But as you can see right there, on Bedrock, you can have two iron golems at one time, and this thing does produce. And let's take a quick look. Now, this is taking me a long time in having to run back and forth and breeding, but the actual time it's been running has not been overly so much. So let's see what we got so far. Actually, we got 3 stacks and 20. I did spread these out like this. I'll probably do it the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like it this way. More space this way, I think. I don't know. I am going to leave the crafting table right over here. That's over here. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to clean all this stuff up here in a moment and then put it away. But we're going to leave the crafting table here currently so that we have it nearby so we can actually turn this stuff into blocks. And then we're going to take this empty chest that's right here. We have more, but we're going to sit it right down here, right there for now. And then these other 5 chests are going to be going with that because they're going to, once I build the building around this, we're going to be building a miniature storage system in here, an auto sorter. It's going to have 2 towers of iron, 1 tower of poppies, and 1 tower of string. Basically, probably 4 treasure chests high. Auto sorting system. As you can see, we have some materials left right here. I need that again. Put that back. The scaffolding, we still have our scaffolding up over here. I am going to end up removing all these cobblestone blocks here. Probably make the floor look a lot nicer. Don't really sure what it is. Gotta do some testing to figure it out. Have found out that golems will only spawn in a certain area near the what they call the head bed, and if you put the head bed, that's why we have the green bed. I don't have it in the middle. I probably should have put it in the middle. It's right there, that second one over. But they'll only spawn so far away from that. So I want to find out how far that spawn radius is. I'm going to put some blocks out here and see if I can get a golem to spawn on it. If I can, I will just kill them then. The easy way, or with, I will kill them with my sword or something. I'm going to quickly make it day here. And then we'll go through all the materials that I actually have gotten. All right, now we're going to look at everything that we picked up by killing mobs and stuff, wandering traders and stuff. We got a whole lot in here, as you can see. Even the banner. All right, got tons and tons of stuff. I did not sort it in any way, shape, or form. As you can see here, raw chicken. That came from an ocelot killing of course, killing a chicken. But as you can see here, we got quite a bit of stuff sitting here. Just building and tearing up. Got a whole stack over a stack of oak saplings, multiple stacks of grass, cocoa beans, lots of armor, weapons, some cheap bows, which we will use to make dispensers with, lots and lots of seeds. Now I will be slowly moving this stuff, taking it back over to where we normally are, but right now I'm going to take the stuff that can either be smelted down, disenchanted, and stuff like that. Try to get few more minor levels here or there and see where we can go from there. So with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more I got to get done. So if you like this episode, please make sure to click that like. It helps out the channel and everything we do. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for clicking like. Like you said, it does help out the channel. Also, if you're not subscribed and you do want to keep up with everything else I do here, make sure you click that subscription button, and to get instant notifications, make sure you click that notification bell, changing it from occasional to always. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get on out of here, and I'm saying this is Great Taz. I'll see you again soon.